Wake Me Up by Avicii. So this is in fact a request by Vite, one of my fabulous Year 6 keyboard pupils. So especially for you, Vite, but hopefully many more of you will be interested in this tune. So quite a lot going on, quite a lot to learn, so let's get stuck in. I've got accompaniment, chords with my left hand and melody with my right. So on this keyboard, I need to make sure the ABC button is pressed. Whatever the equivalent on your keyboard, make sure that's down. It might be a single or single finger, or it might say accompaniment or some shortened version of that one. Make sure that's done so that you get the sound of chords on the left section of your keyboard. So 3 chords. First one is B minor. You play a B minor by playing the white key B along with the black key to the left of B, B flat. It can be actually any one. I just always choose to use the one that's nearest. Both of those together makes a B minor. It might possibly say it on your screen. A capital B and a small M means B minor. You've got the right chord there. Second chord is G, just a single note G on its own. And the third one is D, which I'm choosing to play down here. You could play it up there instead. I'm choosing to go down, your choice. So we've got 2 beats on B minor, 2 beats on G, 4 beats on D, and that is true throughout the whole tune. So I'm playing the verse and the chorus with my right hand, and then I'm playing the instrumental section, and when I do that at one point I'm putting on the drum beats. So we'll come to that in a little while. Let's get started with the melody. So the verse, our starting position is here. Finger 5 is going to lead off, and finger 5 is going to be on the note B. Now throughout this song we'll be using 2 of the black keys, F sharp and C sharp. That means we're playing in the key of D major, if anyone is interested in that. So instead of F or C, we're playing F sharp and C sharp. Right, so we start with 5 on B, but there's quite a lot of moving around, so look out for that. So here we go. So we've got 5, 5, 5, 4, 2. 2's on B, on F sharp, and then you move finger 5 1 to the left, so it's now on A. Everything else moves down so that you can do that. 5, 3, 2, 1. I'll do that again. See that? Just a little movement, but your whole hand needs to follow on after finger 5 moves. The next bit, you go back to your starting position. This time you don't move. So similar, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 2, but this time it just goes 4, 5. All right. The next bit is very, very similar to the first bit. You get an extra couple of beats in there. And then our final bit of this section, your hand stays in that position where it now is, thumb on D, 3 on F sharp. We go 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, moving on. Our hand is back to the position we started in. There's an extra little note. That's at the start, called a leading note. So instead of going 5, 5, 5, we've got a short little finger 4 on A before all of those 5s. Same technique, moving our hand down, 5 goes to A. Okay, and then very similar to our second phrase near the start of the tune. Again, we've got an extra little leading note, finger 4 playing A. Now, here's a little change. You're going to move your hand along and your thumb is going to take over on A. Finger 2 will be on B, finger 3 on C sharp, and 4 on D. And you play them in that order, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 1, 1. And then this happens. So I've got 1 on A. I'm crossing finger 3 all the way over to F sharp. So it's quite a big crossover. We're not going to the next one, but the one after that. Down to F sharp, 3, 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we finish 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1, just like we finished the first half of the verse. Right, that's the verse. We're moving now to the chorus. The chorus starts on B, but this time we're starting with finger 3. Now, we've got 3, 3, 4, 5. 4 is now on C sharp here. 3, 2, 2, 1. Now 1 is going to play F sharp. So you might have noticed when I was playing that, I'm playing out down on this part of the key, which is where we normally play. But when I came towards that F sharp, rather than turning my hand around in that sort of horrible, painful way, I'm just sliding forward on the key so that I can play with my thumb, with my hand still facing the right way, with my finger still pointing down the key. So that's the way to do it. Just get in there amongst the black keys. So then, second phrase is very similar, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 2, then just repeats 3, 2. Then comes a little change. We're starting with B, C sharp, D again, but this time we're moving our hand across. So 1 plays B, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, 5. 5 is up there in F sharp. 4, 3, 4, 3. Little stretch, 1 goes down to A. All right, let me do that again. All right, now you just played A with your thumb, and you've got a couple of beats to move your hand so that finger 5 takes over from the same A that your thumb has just played. You don't have to do it in a rush because you do have those 2 beats to move down. There. And it's a simple 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with 3 on F sharp. Second half of the chorus starts the same way, 3 on B. Exactly the same as our first phrase, but here comes a change. We move along, finger 1 is taking over on B, and then you do 1, 2, 2 on C sharp. Your thumb goes under to D. It has to do that because we're going to go into some higher notes in a moment. So that's 1, 2, thumb under, 1 to D, and immediately finger 3 is to get out from where it was up to F sharp, and we're going 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Thumb goes back to B, and just as before, we go 1, 2, thumb under, 1 to D, and this time we go 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, and then this happens. So I've just been playing D with my thumb, and finger 2 is going all the way down to A. Bit of a stretch, 1, 2, 2 white keys skipped all the way down to A. And you go 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. It's quite a quick little run. 3, 42, like that. Now, if you find that too much of a stretch or too uncomfortable, you can just pick up your hand and move it. Okay? No problem with that. And we finish. 3 goes to F sharp. We're moving again. 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right, so that is the verse and the chorus. A quick word about how those fit together. In the verse, the pattern is that the chord plays first, chord, and then the right hand comes in on the beat after. And so on. In the chorus, it's a little bit different. You have 1, 2, or sometimes 3, 1, 2, 3 leading notes. All right, so it's some notes that go in advance of the first chord of the sequence. There again, 1, 2 notes. Okay, so that's how they go together. Then we come to the instrumental section. Now, instrumental is the word we give in a song to the section where there is no vocal part. It's just instruments, okay? And this is certainly my favourite part of this whole tune. So let me show you how we do it. So here's our position. Again, B is the opening note, as it is in both the verse and the chorus. This time it's finger 2 is going to play it. And we're going 2, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2. 4 is up on D. Okay, now it's pretty fast. I'll slow it down for now. Then 1, 2, 1, hands in the same position for now. Now, so we're going D, D. Now I'm playing the first D with finger 4, and then I'm swapping to finger 2. Same note, different finger. And then 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 up on F sharp, 2 back on D. Now that is the riff. There's a word that we use in music, R-I-F-F, for a sequence of notes that's repeated several times. And in this case, lots and lots of times. Now you might have noticed I did an extra little trick when I hit that F sharp. If your keyboard has a pitch bend wheel, you can do this. So what am I doing? As I'm about to hit F sharp, I'm just pulling, if you say way down here, pulling the pitch bend wheel back a bit. I'm maybe slightly off the screen. Let's see if I can change that. I'm pulling it. I'm using my thumb or my finger, whatever. I happen to be using my thumb, like that. All right, and when I hit the note, I release it. Now your pitch bend wheel should naturally fall back to its central position, all right? So pulling it down is lowering the pitch. And releasing it takes it back to its normal pitch. So it's a nice little touch if you can manage it. You can't do it when you're playing the chords at the same time. So what I did at the end of the chorus, I just played the melody 4 times, the instrumental. And at some point during that whole thing, I pressed my sync start button. So sync start, what that means is the next time you play the chords, you'll also get the drum beat. Now the beat I've chosen is one that's called house 1 on this keyboard. Something like that, house or techno or dance or disco. Find one that works for you with your keyboard. My tempo, the speed, is 123. Quite an easy number to remember, 1, 2, 3. That is the actual speed, the tempo of the piece. Now, my advice when you're learning this is don't attempt to play it at that speed. Slow it way down and get the hang of it, playing with the beat. And then eventually you can build up the speed. So I did it 4 times with that pitch bend thing going in. And then at the start of my next one, I had it on my A section. And so on. So when you're playing it with the beats, you don't have to hold the chord down. You can just touch it. And let the keyboard do all the work for you. So, way I did it, and this is just my kind of version of it, I played it 4 times, just the right hand, with that little pitch bend trick. And then I did it 4 times with my A section. Now some keyboards have an A and a B, and some have even more than that. If yours doesn't, it doesn't matter. What I did after the 4th one, I pressed the fill button. In this case, fill B, or you might just have it that says fill. That provides a little. It's a fill-in bit, a bit that slightly changes the drum beat going into the next section. So I'll just demonstrate that. I'll do the melody. Bring in the drums. So you hear what happened there? So when I hit this button, you got this. An extra little run on the drums, it keeps it interesting. So I did that 4 times just right hand, 4 times with my first accompaniment, little fill, another 4 times, so that's 12 altogether. And then I just I played the chords a couple of times round, and I'm stopping the beats. And that's just my way of finishing it. I couldn't think of any better way to do it than that. So there you go. I think that covers everything. Great tune, great fun. but quite a lot of hard work. So good luck with that one. I hope you enjoy playing it. And thanks for the request, Vite. Any request is welcome. I can't promise I'll be able to do it. Sometimes people want to do things that are perhaps a little bit too tricky, or sometimes tunes that don't really lend themselves to the keyboard. But please, on this channel, if you would like to make a request, please do, and I'll do my very best to respond to that positively. All right, so that's all for now. See you all soon.